Used to be a lonely place up here, but it's not so bad anymore. I'd like especially to thank Helena, Fairy Princeton, CDT, Jesper, I Like Rocks Like a Lot, and Sky for your support on Patreon. It means the world to us that you listen to our tale and that you help it continue. Again, we thank you. In the beginnings a little somewhere, at the end of a snaking new rail line, amongst the sound of toil and smoke that silences the birds in their trees. Did you hear? Hear what? Wally's old friend came by and went straight to the Devil's Den. Heard he came out of there just fine. No shit, Dusty? Yeah, heard it from Nephros. You know, his old cellmate. They were giving him the tour. Guess our minders thought it'd be funny. Neff was pissed. Looks like our Oxalis camphor is all high and mighty now. Well, good for him, I guess. I assume he ain't paying us any favors? I guess not. Don't know what deals he's making with the devil, but he and his new crew didn't see fit to pay us any mind. Who gives a damn about us, right? As long as the rail line's set and shiny. Oh, come on, once a prisoner, always a prisoner. Think the devil's lording something over him? Oh, I don't think it. I know it. In the woods of the oceans, above the sounds of small engines whirring, the remnants of the winds of change ride. Mela? Yeah? What are we gonna do now that Scar's good is gone and Jock stayed behind? You gonna go back home? I don't have a home to go back to, you know that, Leaf. You two are the only family I've got. Mela. Yeah? I'm sorry. Yeah. Scar would have turned on us one day. Yeah, I know. Within the welcoming walls of Phoenix Island, to the west, Yuina Nico speaks a disjointed message. They made a deal with the devil. They don't intend to follow through. They are going to Dunning. I will stand by. This mission, their intent is beyond what I can understand. I'm afraid Virgil will interfere. Thank you. Elsewhere. I'm not doing anything bad. I told them I would. She's a vampire and she doesn't even care. I should have made Lachlan or Jacques or whatever die at the start. Yes, Lachlan, he was with Kian and then I chased him off and then he came back and he'd forgotten Kian. I don't know, maybe something with Vivienne. She's the vampire that made him, I guess. Anyways, that should have been that, but then Kian had to go and make him start loving them again, and now he's traveling with them and they're going with the devil to, gather souls and help them with their weird old research. Yeah, the devil, I know. And to our fools again. You walk on, accompanied by the song of a warrior and a songbird, haunted by questions of ancient rights and wrongs, carrying your souls in your pockets around your necks, followed by an artist with a dagger who fears the wall-less land around you. And onwards you go, slow and steady. And you can't ignore your fate anymore. So, the five of you, do you have any specific strategy to reach Dawning? Are you sticking to the forests? Are you stopping any towns? What's your journey like?
Pretty early on, as they've entered into the island itself, Kian is going to try out a couple of disguises. They have been traveling as Bree this whole time, and as Marigold lands on their shoulder, they start kind of lazily snapping through images and ideas of subtler people to be in crowds. They do, for a moment, try to settle on looking like themselves, like Kian. And they snap their fingers, and look down at their hands. Does it work?
Your palms are gold. Ox, you just sort of walk straight into a cloud of feathers, essentially, as these great white wings spring up behind Kian's back.
Whoa, that's, sorry, I'm getting sort of tangled up in them. Are you...
Well, sorry, I was just kind of fucking with shit.
Jacques like spits out some feathers.
Like a cloud, or like there's wings?
Great white wings basically enveloping your body. The feathers grow and shed fairly quickly, like some of them are already scattered around you.
They stop. Look down. I didn't think that would happen.
That is an impressive disguise, Jacques is trying to get out of this pile of feathers.
Yeah. Disguise.
Have you ever been able to do that before?
No. Well, you still got the golds? What's going on?
Can still see your body. There is an ethereal quality to it. It's like it's made of glass almost, or like sea glass. There is color, but the opacity has been turned down.
What color?
Gold, gold, and then
Okay.
pale white where it was white before.
They stare down at her hands and just stop for a moment, dumbfounded. So, this is just what I look like now?
I mean, the texture is kind of different, but you're an ASMR. Yeah, you had wings before, right?
When I tried to, like for a moment.
Did they look like this? All big and white and fluffy and kind of falling apart? And also not?
I mean, they kind of looked like marigolds. Tan, cream, but also not quite fully there. Like an illusion almost. Okay, I think I'm making a scene.
Do the feathers stay on the ground after they've been shed?
You take a look at one of these feathers, and it seems to dissolve into the earth.
What the fuck?
Like it decays at an extreme speed.
Are their wings also transparent, like their limbs?
No.
Okay, usually when I summoned wings, gosh, it's weird to talk about this shit.
No weirder than anything else we've done.
They would go away in a minute. Can we just stop here for a second?
Yeah. Are you feeling okay?
I think so. You know, it's
Just sort of panicking a little.
just a little bit.
Yeah, let's stop.
They're gonna try to stretch their wings and like fly up for a second, but come back down before the minute is up in case their wings disappear.
It says, let's stop, and
I
then
think it's-
fucking shoots off into the sky.
It's
Yeah.
already been over a minute.
And they're still there.
Uh-huh.
This is a bad idea.
Roll a strength check.
So that's a 17.
17, Kian, look at you. Have you ever had a dream where you're trying to fly and it's a lot harder than it should be? You've experienced that in the waking world now. It takes a lot of effort. It doesn't come to you with ease, but you are able to take off. There's this constant unstable feeling as you fly upwards that your strength could fail you at any moment. Each flap of your wings comes with a sort of desperation to it, but you are able to stay aloft.
I was under the impression you wanted to stop.
Can you come down?
Not that far. Okay. They'll go back down. And kind of as soon as they land, they'll look at their wings again and pull themselves together and, with a snap of their fingers, change back into something less noticeable. Probably just a little bit on accident. They kind of look like Ophelia, but if Ophelia wasn't a drow.
Elves do stand out a little bit more than humans would if you're going for really subtle. But, I mean, you're Kian, so it'd be crazy if you didn't want a little bit of attention.
Still okay?
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine.
Is it?
It is fine.
Are you alright to keep walking, or do you want to...
No, I think we should... Yes, we should keep walking. No, I don't need to stop or anything. I am fine. I wasn't expecting it, really, but...
It was intentional?
It was intentional. In a way. It's fine. You're all looking at me like I'm...
It's fine. We can stop talking about it. I get it. It's okay.
It really is. It just was a surprise.
Well, as long as you're alright, that's what really matters.
And I think what I was trying to do was just figure out something that would be a little bit less conspicuous. Yeah, that's how you say
That's
it.
the one.
That is the one.
Yeah, well, this works.
I think so. Also, do you think maybe... Is there a chance there's a wanted poster of you?
I mean, I certainly hope so.
Oh god.
Yeah, we should probably
Yeah.
all figure out disguises.
To
We
Doreen?
have 3 really nice cloaks that make you inconspicuous. I think people should wear them anyway, even if we have disguise self options.
It's not a bad idea.
I can disguise myself. I will give this cloak to someone. Do you?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. Well, wait, but you can cast disguise.
Yeah,
spells.
yeah.
But you're like extra wanted, right?
It probably wouldn't hurt to have the cloak as well.
Depends
Yeah,
on the
you go.
county, I think.
Jacques will hand over the cloak
The
to Ox.
jurisdiction.
The jurisdiction. Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
Okay. You know this island well enough, Virgil. You know which roads are main roads that may lead to like the small villages along the way. I'm not going to make you roll for avoiding town.
Thanks, Dad.
It will probably not be the most comfortable journey. Luckily, it is now late spring, early summer here in the Phoenix Island, so the land is lush and it's cold at night, but it's not freezing. There are plenty of creatures about for you to track down. You do see some fellow travelers on your journey, but with all of your various disguises and cloaks and etc., with Jacques wearing his hat sort of low across his face, you'll get a wave, you'll get a nod, and people will carry on their way with their carts and their horses. And goats, of course. You are near the mountains of Phoenix Island.
Early-ish on in this journey, I would like to cast some sendings.
What? That's crazy.
Well, you know me. I will cast to Rowan. Maybe on the evening of the first or second day, as we're all sitting around camp. Hey, it's been a minute. I know things have been weird. I wanted to say I'm proud of you, and to trust Kyo. All will be well. She knows what she's doing.
You feel the spell go through, but you do not get a reply.
Cool. He'll sit there with his earring in his hand, just rolling it back and forth, and try really hard not to panic. With some success. And I'll send to... Jesus Christ. I'll send to Errol. Maybe the next day? One more time?
I said, "Ha-ha."
Thank you. Wherever you are, I hope you're not on your own. God, I miss you. I know it sucks for me to have to tell you this at a distance, but please take care of yourself. If not for you, then maybe for me. And he'll just stop. He can't think of anything else to say to fix any of it.
I'm taking care of myself just fine. Thank you. I would say the same to you, but it's pointless. Miss you too. Ciao, ciao.
Fuck. Okay. That was pretty good. No, you don't know Errol.
Yeah, that wasn't very chatty of Errol.
Awesome. When he hits you with the chow chow, you know something's wrong. Okay, cool.
As you were.
Anything else on this quiet little journey that you're taking? Oh, I see a nod from Kian over here.
Yeah.
What is it, bird boy?
Kian's definitely... They think that they're being subtle, but
Good
it's
start.
probably not that subtle. You do notice a lot of, oh, like, Ox, you should sit here next to Henry. The marching order, like, just kind of pushing them close together. And I think that would continue unless somebody asked them to stop.
Will you roll an insight check, Ox? And Kian, I feel like this is probably persuasion.
That's a
Lesson.
21.
Ooh.
34?
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, Ox's intuition is like, something is weird, but I just...
Maybe with that roll, Kian's being very unsubtle to probably Henry, who notices what's happening, and
Yeah, Henry has the
Jacques, who
context.
is also in that conversation, but is actually being, like, kind of subtle about it to those who might not know the context.
Yeah, Ox, you just find yourself near Henry more than usual.
Ox is unbothered by it.
Good job, Kian.
Do you think that's working, or...
I don't know, I was trying to... Did you notice? What?
Yeah,
You were there in
but-
that conversation.
Yeah,
too,
what
right?
part of it am I noticing? All of it, really.
The thing is, Henry kind of admitted that there was a bit of a crush. So I'm just trying to give him a chance to say something.
You would think him being Henry, he would love to say something.
Yeah, he's being pretty quiet about it all. I think maybe later.
He's kind of shit about talking about, the important things.
Yeah, we're traveling at the moment, so I'm gonna let whatever happens naturally happen, but maybe after we figure out what is happening in Dunning,
The
for
thing,
them to talk about it.
the thing is, the more time you give him, the more he'll take.
I do think I want to check in with Ophelia real quick. Before that. I did talk to Ophelia. She said Errol's not there anymore.
Yeah, I sort of assumed that.
Do you know where he is?
If they wanted me to know, I would know.
Okay, I'll let her know. But he's okay?
As okay as Errol goes. Tell her it's not her fault. She couldn't have done anything.
Virgil says it's not your fault.
Great.
Errol is okay. Don't know where. Getting better at this.
Are you? It's still going.
If we can meet up soon, I miss you. I don't think I have words, but they'll wait for a response.
Hello. Good to hear. I was wondering, considering history, if I was a vampire repellent.
Oh god. She's on speaker, right?
God.
But not going to leave them behind. Learned my lesson. I'll wait.
Whimpers like a dog at you.
Fuck, of course you're not vampire repellent. I'd be there in a second. If I could. Jacques is with us, he's doing well.
Take care of Jacques for me. Glad he's with you. Tell the rest I say hello. And to please use their heads.
Everything, well, I don't... Actually, she sounded a little bit upset. Which... means she's probably a lot upset since it came through in the sending. But she is okay. They're safe.
Okay.
She also says that we should please, just 3.
Fuck. Nailed it.
Use our heads. Use your heads? I think she just assumed I wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay.
The winds are... Maybe you should let Earl know that they're staying in place. I think they're waiting.
I don't imagine that would go over well.
It's kind of tricky. I mean, I can try. Errol is... It's hard to try to lead him anywhere. I'll cast sending anyway.
Tell him I say hi. If there's time.
Sure, why not? Hey, Kirit says hi. And also, whenever you're ready, Ophelia is waiting for you. So, take your time, but you're not alone.
Stop making that sound, please.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, not you.
Sorry.
Tell Kirit I say hello as well. And wave at him for me.
Okay.
I don't know. If I should go back. But maybe.
Can I insight check him?
Sure.
That was better than I thought we were gonna get.
Yeah, it was.
That wasn't a tell them to leave me here.
It's because he's desperately lonely.
What are you inside checking?
The validity of that, maybe.
It surprises you that they even said that.
Yeah.
And there was that like long pause before they said it. You could hear it in the slight sort of shaking of their voice that they are indeed feeling very lonely, that news surprised them, and that they obviously, I think, from other times when they've been upset and made bad decisions that go sort of against their own desires, you can tell that they want to go back. Because they got a natural one.
Oh my god, I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Errol says hi, and he waves at Kirit, and also that. Yeah, I seem to go over well. It is a big step, I think.
Okay. I hope they go back soon.
Yeah, me too. Onward.
Okay. Onward. I will note that Jacques is, in a non-flirty way, very friendly with Wiley. I think like Jacques sort of confesses to you, Kian, like, oh, it feels like, Wiley is sort of left out, maybe not feeling so comfortable. And they seem to, again, in a platonic manner, calm down everyone, they seem to really like hit it off with each other. But Wiley is mostly pretty reserved, though significantly more relaxed now that you travel through these well-populated parts of the world. It's an easy journey. You have the stars above to guide you, and it's not long before you see, beneath the shadow of 2 large mountains, the beginnings of the road to dawning, and the spiraling Phoenix's tower with the bright, fiery white light atop it.
There it is.
So we can skirt around by that gate and then probably having a little talk?
Can we be within eyeshot, but like also at a distance?
Yeah.
Should we maybe send to Dalen? Let him know we're
I
here?
can send, it's kind of early, isn't it? I think as they get close, Keen is going to send Marigold in and kind of just get a vibe of like what's happening from above, and also are there posters on every wall with our names on them?
Investigation, if you're looking specifically for...
Fuck, it's not one.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Yeah. They try.
She goes and pecks at seeds.
Yeah, I think she gets distracted. She lands among a bunch of pigeons who start to, hop away as this falcon lands among them.
Incorrect.
And
One of them starts flirting.
Marigold starts this really cute, perfect, classic gray pigeon with the most gorgeous iridescent feathers down its neck. Sidles up to Marigold, and Marigold lets out a little and sidles up to this bird and shuts you out.
Okay, yeah.
Well, she's having a lovely date. Wow. Good for her.
Good for her.
That's a first.
While we're waiting, Virgil will sit down with Blossom and just look at her and hold her giant head in his hands. Maybe you shouldn't be a lion for this. This seems a bit conspicuous, yeah? Is it okay if you're maybe something smaller?
Her ears go back.
I know, I don't like it either.
She presses her head into your hands. With a nod.
Okay. He'll press his forehead to hers, and I'll start casting to change her into...
What about a dog?
Ugh. Sorry, then no offense, I'm not really a dog person.
Wow.
Blending with all dogs, whatever. Okay, fine.
I'm sorry. Also, she's not a dog. That is... Okay. Sorry, Codex. I didn't... I mean, it's just for me. It's a personal... I'll turn in a... house cat. She's a house cat. She's a little grey cat. And he will still hold her little head and say, "You're still a lion in there, I know it. Don't worry." You know, lions can purr as well, so there is not much difference.
She starts purring, and...
Yeah, I guess I can message Dalen. We're outside the North Gate now. Can wait until our meeting time, but just checking in. Hope you're doing alright. Everything's well, and yeah, we're doing okay out here.
I'll head there now. Stay hidden. I'll send Bird to you when I arrive. Look for a yellow canary.
Bird!
I'm in the bird fan club.
You're not
Good.
the only one.
And it's not long before you all in this little... I don't know, I imagine you're hiding, not like hiding, but that you're sitting sort of away from the gate. It's not heavily guarded or anything like that. Not here. You would have had guards at the train station. There are watchtowers around the wall, but Virgil, you know that they're not so much about keeping people out as they are just making sure things are going okay. They're more for aid than aggression. So you can feel relatively inconspicuous with your disguises if you just kind of hang back away from the road. So you only have to wait about 30 minutes before, like a little streak of lightning, a small yellow bird dive bombs out of the sky and swoops down in front of you all and lets out a delicate trill of birdsong, lands on the ground, looks at all of you.
Hi. Are we to follow you? Okay, normally I don't just get stared at, but... Hi, It's just looking at me.
You're birds, right?
Bird lets out another little trill of birdsong and then takes off and stops to look back. Lands on a branch, stops to look back. You've been guided by birds before, you know how this works.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Bird leads you away from this main road, seemingly at random through the trees, until you come to a classic dawning, towering pine tree underneath which stands Dalen. He raises a hand as Bird comes in and lands on his shoulder to greet you all.
Right before we see Dalen, Kina's going to lean over to Jacques. You might want to hide that banjo for a little bit until we can clear something out.
You little thief.
Why?
Well, you see, I don't know if you went on the trip to the music shop where that was, but we're meeting the people who made it.
It's stolen.
No. This is the guy who made the instruments?
Not Dalen, but Dimitri, who I think we'll see very soon after. They're kind of like a pair.
Married. Just
I was about to ask.
So you think it is probably a bad idea if I always wanted to meet them, but I did steal from them, so it is valid if you think that is not the best.
I think it would be okay if we brought this up later, but
I'll put
perhaps
it in the bag.
our
Our good friend's a bag, yeah.
not from afar.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
The bag is a character.
her good friend with a bag.
Jacques puts the banjo in the bag. Dalen steps forward as you all approach, and looks over to Virgil and he smiles. You didn't offend Bird.
Okay.
She just needed some confirmation that you all were indeed the people we were looking for.
Yeah, that's us. Sorry for coming back again.
I'm not entirely surprised. Do you have something to do with Sterling's whereabouts?
I do not. No, can you tell me what has happened? Please. It's only been haunting me a bit.
I don't know exactly, but he is missing.
Does everybody think it's me? I'm just out here kidnapping people.
That is not officially the story, but it is, yes.
Yeah, people are gonna say what they're gonna say, yeah.
For how long?
A couple days. It's been sort of the talk of the town, and people are on a lookout.
That was fast.
Are they on the lookout for a human?
Or a lion.
Virgil will just hold his house cat and keep quiet.
I assumed it was you. I don't know, pulling the strings behind this, but... No?
I wish it was. Could we maybe go somewhere that is not in the open?
Of course.
Thank you.
How long... Your disguises, are they... Do you have time? Are we in a hurry?
Well, now's probably a good time. Let us know, and Jacques can disguise himself soon.
Hello, I am Jacques.
Well, you can't recognize them, can you? I think the cloaks are doing their job.
No, I mean, I assumed based on context clues, but Dylan starts to look a little bit nervous. Should I be able to recognize? I mean, you're disguised, aren't you?
Sort of. They're... Well, I am,
I mean,
but...
they're enchanted.
Yes.
I
It's not-
assume one of you is Henry Goodlove, and the other is... he keeps looking like to you and back.
Keen's just nodding. Like,
Oh, that's helpful. Like, Henry's over there.
Henry, Ox, Virgil, obviously, but
Right.
you kind of figured that one out, I think.
As he looks, he nods, and there's this like faint kind of impressed look as you introduce each of them to him. Once you say it, it's obvious, but those are interesting. Dimitri is going to want to look at those if you'll allow it. Anyway, let's go. I mean, I think we can just walk through the gates.
Okay. Virgil, out of panic, will cast Disguise Self underneath the cloak just in case. Look like a nondescript. Elves are descript. Are half-elves? Are half-elves?
Human would be the most
Yeah.
nondescript.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Keen
do...
just had to be special.
We'll do a different sort of human.
What is Jacques' go-to disguise?
That's such a good question. Jacques' go-to disguise... like probably a human also. I think an older, maybe in their 50s or so, classically handsome, kind of princely human man. Dalen lets you all, set your disguises. You should probably keep a bit of a distance from me. Just until we get out of the crowd. People will be wondering who it is that I'm leading into the city, if you follow close behind. I don't stand out exactly, but some people do know. And I mean,
Of course.
yeah. And he just walks ahead.
I'm in love with him.
Yeah.
Always.
Keen's just like looking at him with hard eyes.
Yeah. Same.
As we're going, Virgil will kind of drift to the back of the group and cast Sending to Rowan again. I know you're probably scared. Everything will be okay. It's okay. I will find you as soon as I can. Blossom says hi. All will be well.
It's alright. Don't look for me.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
This is less about the truth of his words and more about, is he doing okay? Oh,
Is
that's
he
outside the
in a
box.
Menti B right now?
Yeah, like, is he scared and trying to hide it? Like, does he actually think that he's fine?
It's hard to tell over sending in only 5 words. There was some nervousness there. It sounded very determined.
Okay. Lucky for him, I'm out of spell slots.
Carrot will put a hand on Virgil's shoulder. Nico. Maybe.
Yeah, that's the hope. I mean, I assumed. And he'll catch back up.
You step into Dawning. This is a lovely time to visit Dawning. The flowers are all in full bloom at this point. The sky is a clear blue. You have sun shining down on you. There are plenty of rounded gardens and little plazas where the streets overlap with each other. It's busy, not hectic and loud, not like the festival. There are just a lot of people out and about, going to cafes, shopping, walking. And as people who are here, afraid and cautious, it feels like it's separated from you all by a veil. Dalen leads you through the quieter streets along this sort of outskirt to the wall and steps inside a theater. It looks like it's closed for the day. There's a sign out front announcing the Roses and Thorns will be performing tonight at 7 p.m. But for now, the street outside is empty, and Dalen steps right up and opens the door and gestures for y'all to follow. Dalen leads you into the auditorium, down the velvet cushioned chairs, and backstage, and into this storage room that's just full of, I mean, you see instruments, some of them look like they might have been made by Dimitri, with that same colorful inlay that he has on plenty of his work. There are costumes strewn about, props, paint supplies, and he leads you to what looks like door to storage, opens it up, and gestures for y'all to go inside. Down the stairs.
Okay.
Follow this short underground tunnel. Sorry, Ox. And this one's a little bit bigger than the last one you were in, so Wiley does not scrape their horns against the side of the walls.
Oh, sorry.
And it's not long before you find yourself facing Dimitri, sitting in his workshop chair, looking at you all with a raised brow and folded arms.
Are we entering it from like a different door that we didn't notice last time, or?
This tunnel leads to a small door that leads to the tunnel that leads to Dimitri's door. I mean, it's not super long,
Yeah.
but it's basically a branch off from that main entryway.
It's like when you come home really late and you missed curfew and they're just waiting in the living room for you.
Yes, that is the vibe.
Hi. Thanks for having us. I haven't kidnapped anyone, in case you were wondering.
You didn't really seem like the type to kidnap.
Yeah, I fucked it up the one time I tried, so learned my lesson, I guess.
Alright, what are you doing here?
There's a couple of reasons that we're here. The first one was, you guys like to help people, right?
I should think that we have managed to do that, yes.
Well, we might have broken someone out of paradise.
One of us.
2 of us.
And they're looking for a bit of a low-key fresh start, if that is possible.
Kind of steps away so that they're not like standing right in front of Wiley.
Wiley will take the hood off, gives Dimitri this little bow of the head. Dimitri looks unimpressed. Looks to like the rest of you. Sorry, so you broke someone out of Paradise Prison.
Wasn't exactly the plan, but it was easier than leaving them there.
That is interesting. That is an interesting story.
Well, it was either get caught and everyone gets caught, or no one gets caught. And, no one felt like a better choice.
Nobody really wanted to get caught.
Yeah, sure, but now... And Dimitri looks to Wiley. You are... Volt, right? And Wiley sighs and nods. Dimitri sighs and nods.
Does Dimitri have any tattoos? No, Dimitri doesn't leave the house. Of course they wouldn't. Does Dalen have
Dimitri, before never leaving the house,
I guess that's true.
had left the house.
Oh God, no!
It's just that it's great that you got out of prison without being detected, or I guess I should say caught. But now you are asking me to risk getting caught with someone who is fairly high profile.
Well, we thought you might have ideas.
Ideas.
Oh my God!
For what?
Oh my God! Oh my God! We do deserve this. We're in trouble.
See, we don't really know how to help ourselves.
That's for sure.
Put it
Right.
lightly.
No, you don't have to tell me that. Alright. Volt. Wiley jumps. Yeah. It is true, we are interested in helping people out. I am surprised that you need it, considering that your position in prison seemed not as terrible as most, but prison is prison. We'll see what we can do. As far as ideas go, though, I have only had, 2 minutes to think about this, so I think I'm going to need a bit more time to consider ideas.
Well, you see, that would be fine because we've got these really cool cloaks that you can look at if you want. And Kim kind of gestures for Wiley to put the hood back up.
He does.
Describe what you're doing.
What do you even
Kian has become, when you're playing Deal or No Deal, and there are the beautifully dressed women that gesture to the cases. That is Kian right now.
Match.
Dimitri watches as Wiley puts the hood up and takes it off again, and then looks over at Kian, who's presenting him, puts it back up, takes it off again.
It's interesting because as the hood comes on and goes off, the horns just...
It's not even that. It's not that they disappear. It's just that you don't really take note of them.
See, so it's not a permanent solution, but...
No, that is... impressive. Let's go to this crowd. There are way too many of you.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Let's go to the shop.
It's not fine. That's what it's not fine looks like. That's what it sounds like.
Soon enough, the curtains are drawn in the shop above ground. You are back, Ox, to outside these tunnels. They just gather a few chairs around. Dalen starts making tea. A little break room behind the front counter. And Dimitri sits heavily in one of the chairs. Alright, I'm assuming you're here for more than just to drop off an ex-prisoner.
Kian definitely nudges to Jacques. Oh, he's the one who made the instruments.
Jacques is looking around with bright-eyed awe at the instruments on the walls, and just give this absent-minded nod as you lean in, Kian. But this is the least attention Jacques has paid to you since you were reunited.
Hang in there.
That's fair. They're beautiful instruments. I'm but a person.
Alright, so what's going on?
Do we just want to say it outright?
I mean, do you really want to know? It's kind of...
I mean, part of it was also... Do you know what's going on here? We don't. How's Dunning?
How's Dunning? It's beautiful, this is the best time of year, and Dunning is what they say.
Kian's looking over Dimitri's shoulder, trying to catch Dalen's
Dalen is pointedly not looking at you.
Oh, we're in trouble!
Dalen
We're
is
fucking them up
highly
again.
invested in preparing tea.
Great, good for him. I mean, we can tell you it's just sort of... It's a lot. Like, maybe world-ending a lot. I shouldn't have said anything, probably.
Okay.
So, when we told you that accidental prison break occurred, it wasn't without detection of any kind. And anyways, we ended up getting trapped by cacti that did not eat us
Good for you.
because of the devil. So,
Less good for you.
Yeah, really not good.
anyways, that was the first predicament that we were in. And then the second predicament was the devil, of course, being... What was it initially? Oh, I would like to make a proposition with you. You do something for me, or I either throw you back to your cacti, or I throw you back to Sheriff Donna, who hates, well, all of us, but I think especially probably me and Orcs. I can't tell which of us would be more hated. I'm going to put myself on top, actually.
Sure you are. On top of us.
Yes, it's a hilarious innuendo. Please keep going.
So,
Long story
We-
short, we have the devil nipping at our heels, and we are here because we don't want them to tear down this guy and all of the stars, and also probably our world.
that was...
And also probably not... Did you hear about New Somewhere? Little Somewhere? Whatever the fuck it's called.
I don't know if that made any sense at all.
I have heard about Little Somewhere, yes. I would not describe it as world-ending, but I would certainly describe it as bad, if I have to put it simply. Listen, if you don't want to explain, that is fine. I'm not sure what it is you are doing here.
The core of it, I think, to put it a little long and short, is that we did end up having to make some kind of an arrangement for the devil. However, we aren't interested in being on their side because I do this arc. So
So we're here to speak with Navain.
I'm here to speak with Navain.
the Phoenix,
The
Or
Phoenix.
the Phoenix.
they're a little interconnected, or I don't know. Maybe it's a situation of like when you call someone on the phone and anyone can pick up from the line and hear what you're saying.
We're
You can't
here
talk to the Phoenix
because this is a lot bigger than us, and we need help. And because we have something Navain wants. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but they're better than the devil. So yeah, that is that.
Why are you here? Here, in my shop? If you are here to join Navain's forces,
That is not what we said. But
it certainly sounded like what you said.
I'm not ever going to be their dog again.
Good luck.
We were here for Wiley. And mostly because we wanted just a moment, maybe, of not looking over our shoulders. But we can be on our way.
I think we try to think about the world, but we're not always the best at seeing the big picture, and it seems like you are. And that maybe you'd have ideas of directions we could try to push things towards.
Dimitri is quiet for a time. I don't think you often see him look away from you all, like look down, turn his gaze away, but he does. Just looks down at his hands at the floor. It's like tapping his foot. I do not support the efforts of Navain, which are apparently the efforts of the Phoenix. I'll be honest. I was sort of hoping that you perhaps had a plan to kill them or something, get rid of them.
It's not off the table.
If we do that, the devil steps in. And all of this it becomes another little somewhere.
Naveen hasn't quite gotten all of the pieces that they need. And hopefully we aren't handing it to them on a silver platter, but it seems working with them gives us more time to stop the whole world from going downhill. Maybe, right? That's kind of why.
Your confidence is inspiring.
If you'd seen what we've seen, you might also falter.
Looks over to Ox. Does George know about this?
No, not in particular.
Right. Well, I suppose if your plan is to just march up to Navain, you are certainly wanted, so you shouldn't have a hard time of it, and probably don't need my help doing so. Just take off your disguise and stand outside, and someone will take you straight to them.
Yeah, sort of gathered that.
Though if you do that, I prefer you take, a distance from here.
Yeah, we can do a couple blocks.
Maybe even more than that.
Yeah.
Were you planning on doing that today?
I mean, I wasn't actually planning on just standing outside and being like, "Hello,
No.
guard, it's me," but
Could be fun.
Listen, you said that you think I have a better perspective on the bigger things, but that is entirely untrue, I think, based on what you are saying. I have my personal opinion on the problem with the way things are run, but
if we could do something about it, if there is one positive, maybe, or two, to come out of dealing with Navain, what would you do? What would you change?
sorry, are you asking me if I could, rule Donning for a day, what I would change? What do you mean?
Yeah. Something that is actionable, legitimate change for the better.
You can see him think about it. Dalen comes up behind and places a teacup in his hand, and that perfect choreographed movement, he takes it without looking. I don't know. I'm not suited for leading.
People rarely are.
No offense, I think I'd like to fire the good loves.
I thought this was about Navain.
Oh, this is if I was ruling for a day.
They're kind of in bed together.
I-
And that's sort of why you're here, right, Henry? To make positive change?
To fire the good loves.
I mean, yes.
Wait, what do you mean, yes?
One of my long-term goals is to take over for my parents, because it's been brought to my attention that they do a very poor job outside of just monetary value for themselves and for certain persons within the city of Dawning that do not necessarily mean the entirety of the populace of Dawning, especially those not in the higher echelons, which I would like to change as immediately as possible without fully alienating myself, because I think just being kicked out of the company would not be useful. I want to use my position as their son and only son to alter what they're doing and alter the course of their priorities, primarily with, making the railroad more affordable and not having little somewhere bullshit projects. I know that's not necessarily them. That's more about... I won't get into that. Anyways, not using slave and or prison labour. Really was the difference at the end of the day, right? So...
How old are you?
27.
Takes a long sip of tea. Better late than never. Took you a while to catch on? Something brought it to your attention?
Maybe it would be more appropriate to say a lot of someone's.
Right. Well, I'll be honest, if that is genuinely part of your goal, I am more invested in helping. However, I've been fucked over by the good loves enough to know that they also say that they are interested in running their business with integrity, and they do a good show of it. So, I believe it when I see it.
I think that is a reasonable concession.
Look at you, Henry Goodlove.
But Navain first.
Right. Alright, well, again, yes, I will help you, Mr. Volt? And looks to Volt. And Wiley's, thank you. I think you also see Wiley, a little bit like Jacques, is amazed by the surroundings of this shop. And Dimitri sort of softens when he notices that. Just for a second, and then sharpens again. He looks back to all of you. Again, you are going to have an easy time of it if your plan is to just go straight up to Navain and do what they wish. So I don't think you need my help. Not with that. But if ever you decide that maybe you want to get out from beneath their service, we can step in. As you know, we are sort of connected there.
Definitely. Well, we don't want to overstay our welcome and involve you in a way that would be dangerous. But
He looks to
more?
Wiley and back to you.
Any more than we have. Would you mind if we stayed for tea? And maybe some... He kind of glances over to Jacques, just staring at the instruments. Casual instrument viewing?
Casual instrument viewing, and Dalen steps into the circle. I have already prepared enough tea for all of you, so I hope you will at least stay for that. And he glares over at Dimitri, clicks his tongue, and leans back in the chair. And you each get a cup of tea. It's this dark kind of malty black tea. I think you should be able to stay the night. Perhaps not much longer. I don't know, in case, but you're welcome to. I'm sure you took a long journey.
I'd appreciate that.
So you each get a cup of tea, and even Dimitri seems to relax a bit. Indeed, noticing that two of the people here are especially interested in the instruments hung up around the walls. And chagrined at first, but slowly, with more and more ease, he does indeed give a casual instrument viewing. And your evening here is filled with song, much like your journey here, as they all try their hand at these various instruments. I think this is the first time you all hear Wiley play the cello. It's well suited to Jacques' banjo playing. Wiley's not a bard. You don't see any sparkle or glimmer of magic, but it almost feels like there should be. Get a simple dinner. A floor to sleep on. They don't have other beds to offer, really. And they don't really ask you any more questions. And if any of you are up in the night, which I suspect at least one of you is, you find that Dalen is on watch. Dalen stays up and keeps an eye on the door. Occasionally you see Bird flit by the window and pop in this little... It's basically a dog door for birds above the door. This circular little hole that she flies in and out of. And the night passes by peacefully.
Kirit stays up a little later than normal, just reading through Silafir's book, looking at all of the various things they've collected from the Havens, and sort of collecting himself with a fair amount of dread of what tomorrow might bring.
What are our sleeping arrangements like? Where are we?
You're just on the floor, like in the front
All
of the
in.
shop. Yeah. It seems to be where the most space is.
Kian at some point in the night will find Jacques. Does Jacques usually just lay down in a bedroll each night? Kian will tap him on the shoulder.
What is it?
Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb your rest, but we probably should talk about this now. Before tomorrow.
Okay. He sits up, rubs his eyes.
Are you sleeping?
He looks at the bed and back to you. I mean, is that okay?
Of course, it's okay.
You are, I mean, I don't know if you call it sleep exactly. What does he call it? And Jacques looks over to Ox.
Trancing, I guess.
Yeah, that works too. Jacques sees you looking confused. Listen, I know I don't look like it exactly, but I am half elf.
Fuck, this probably isn't the time. But also, I want you to know if there's anything else going on with you, I support and accept. Sorry, fuck. I don't know the polite way to ask this.
What are you trying to ask me?
I haven't noticed you eating that much or really sleeping. And, well, you see, I don't want to freak you out or assume, but at the same time, if things are the same as they were before, I was aware.
I don't understand still what you are trying to ask me or tell me. Your support is welcome. Was I playing like shit tonight? What's happening?
Have you been eating food and I just haven't noticed this whole time?
He looks like he's gonna answer and then like stops and gives this little shrug. I guess I don't have the biggest appetite.
Oh no, does he not know?
Does he know? Has he been hungry this whole time?
Oh no. Does food make vampires feel sick?
I would think that it doesn't make them feel sick. It's just not really. It
Doesn't
doesn't really
really
do
taste-
anything.
yeah.
It doesn't taste
Okay.
good.
So that's kind of how Kian's been feeling too. You haven't wondered about that?
I've been a bit preoccupied with other
Of course, of course.
things.
Um,
I suppose I have. Sure. But it makes it much better to travel with me because I will not eat all your rations. So
You're lovely to travel with.
thank you. Thank
You don't need that as an excuse.
Every group needs a bard.
Of course. Maybe two.
Maybe two. If you want lessons, I can teach you sometime. I think now is probably not a good time though, because people are trying to sleep here.
I've never really gotten the hang of that.
You and I are the same.
We'll talk about this later. Or if you want to, we can talk about it now. But more importantly, what I was going to say is tomorrow we are going to talk to Navain. And I think you should consider whether...
Staying here?
Yes.
I think it is best I stay back. And not that we will not reconvene afterwards, but maybe it is good to have someone on the outside when you go in.
Good, I'm glad we're on the same page, because that was starting to freak me out. The idea of, yeah, I don't think you should go in. Unless you really want to, but it doesn't seem like you do.
Yeah,
so, perfect. Okay. Good. If I bring Marigold in, I think it would be good if I give you permission to listen to that conversation.
If you want me to. Of course.
I'd appreciate your opinion as an outside perspective. Okay. Well, I think I should rest a bit. Maybe after, if this all goes well, we could do something nice.
Of course. I would like that.
Be nice to pretend the world isn't falling to shit.
I agree. Good night.
Good night. Oh,
I'm so excited for Jacques to break us out of jail.
yeah.
Real fast. Later on that night, Ox, when you get up to do whatever it is you do when you aren't resting, I don't know, are you working on anything?
Himself.
I don't think he has. I think he just goes through his normal routine of taking apart and cleaning his gun.
Jacques comes over and sits next to you. Ox, can I ask you something?
Yeah, what is it?
When you are trancing, are you just sort of, is it sleeping?
I mean, it's resting, but I don't think it's the same as sleep, really.
That is what I thought. What's, if you had to describe it, how would you describe it?
I think he sits there and thinks for a moment while he, finishes wiping off his hands. Well, I guess it's maybe a nap is the closest thing I've heard it described as. Just a shorter rest, and it's not as deep as sleep.
Is it, boring?
I mean, a little bit. For me, personally, you can sort of dream when you do so, and I like to run through old memories or conversations from the day. Sometimes I'll clean my gun in my sleep when I don't have it physically.
You mean you imagine it? Or you are cleaning your gun in your...
No, I imagine it while I'm in
So
trance.
you are just lying there and you are imagining things.
Sort of. I mean, it's more restful than that.
Someone tell this poor guy what the fuck he is. He's gonna think he's a freak.
But you are closing your eyes and you are lying down, imagining your memories and the day and cleaning your gun.
Jacques, what is this about exactly?
Just I was surprised and no one sort of hated sleeping. Everyone seems to enjoy it so much. I find it incredibly dull. But I know elves are different, and I have some elf in me. I thought maybe it was an elf thing, but I don't know many elves, so I thought I would ask you. I don't know if you have any advice or pointers, I guess, but maybe that is a ridiculous question to ask.
Ox is trying to do mental math. He looks like he's thinking really hard about this. The gears in his brain are turning. He's seen Kian sleep, but Kian also doesn't breathe when they sleep.
I also maybe it's been a little bit different, but I think since they've turned into a full vampire, they don't necessarily lie in bed. They will just sit down and just
yeah, Kian's not really
rest.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Kian is conscious. They just have to physically rest their body, but
Yeah.
never mind. Never mind. Sorry for bothering you.
Well, I guess I'm wondering because Kian rests, so I'd assume it's the same for you.
I assume it is the same for all of us.
Yeah, but
But it seems that was wrong, so... Well, listen, elves are different, I get... So sorry.
I don't mean sorry, I don't mean to sound insensitive. It's just I guess Kian sort of talked about it in private before. You do know that you're not there's a different reason you're not sleeping.
I suppose I've had a lot on my mind. Yeah, it has been difficult. He stands up. It has been a bit difficult. I apologize again for disturbing you. I'm going to go back to bed.
I know what you are.
He looks kind of panicked a little bit. He looks panicked, not at you, just sort of at the conversation. Like, suddenly he wants the conversation to end.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to worry you or upset you,
No. No, it's fine.
Well, I guess I have an answer for you if it hasn't really been discussed, but...
What do you mean?
You do know that you're a vampire, right?
Right. Are you sure you don't need some? Are you sure you don't need some more rest? Maybe put down the gun. He gives you a pat on the back. They say 4 hours minimum, but you can sleep more than that. Good night. And
You're scaring the French out of it.
he walks back to his bedroll and promptly lays down and pulls the blanket up. And that's where I end our
How
session.
far? Over his head?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's where I end our session for tonight.
My boy. Oh, worldview shattered.
Poor Jean.
Knife rearranged.
In this conversation, I'm glad.
Oh, you can always count on Ox to pull the trigger.
Rails and stakes and wood. You've been building up a railroad like it'll do you any good. When that train is on the tracks, we can put all this at our back.